What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Yes, we are live tonight. Gonna have a great show for you all. We're also gonna allow some of y'all to come on the stream and have a conversation with me, myself, and I. We're gonna talk about the draft. We're gonna talk about some of the moves that are being made as of recently, and also something is in me, man. I really do feel like a trade might be in the workings right now. I think Miami's doing something low key backstage, and I think that a trade might be on its way. There are a lot of candidates that could be traded, but I think that there is a trade that might be taking place pretty soon based off of some of the moves that were made recently. But yes, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you go check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Sportscaster, everywhere, social media. It's at TD Fanstalk. Also, I just started the membership here on YouTube. We got our first member, so shout out to Fred Rivera. He is officially the first member for the Pro Bowl level. Okay, there are 4 levels within the membership. You got Pro Bowl, $199 monthly contribution, All Pro, which is $499 contribution, MVP $999 contribution, and the GOAT status is $24.99 contribution. So if you want to check out the membership, make sure you go check it out. Read the different perks for each level so you can find whatever level is best suiting for you. Now, once a week, we're going to have a stream for members. Now, when I say members, I need people to understand everybody's still going to get the same video, okay? But there will be at least one stream a week where members only can either join and or members only can comment. Okay. So, and now if we get an influx of trolls coming through in the chat, I might switch it to members only because, hey, if you're going to troll, make sure you pay to do so. And that's just real talk. All right. But the channel is going to be the same. It's just about once every week. Well, it will be once every week. We'll have a stream dedicated for members only. All right. And if you have the GOAT level, you will be able to join the stream as well. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing. So check out the membership. Shout out to Devo Self-Made Miller. As you can see, that's an example of when we are live and we add a member to the channel. It looks exactly the way that you see it in the comment section right now. Appreciate you coming through, Debo, and welcome to the membership for TD Fans Talk, man. I appreciate that. The colors of the membership changes over time. So if you've been with me for 1 month, you'll get a color, and it goes all the way from green to red, and red being the longest tenure members. All right. So make sure you check that out. Again, this isn't something that you have to feel obligated to do because it's not what I do, make anybody feel obligated. Chef Jew, as always, man, we appreciate the love and welcome to TD Fans Talk membership, man. We got 358 people watching. We got to make sure that we hit that like button. We want to make sure that we have the right interaction on this channel. That's it. So let me say this, guys. There's a responsibility. I try to give the best content that I possibly can, but all I ask everyone to do to hold up their end of the bargain is to help out, hit that like button. All right. That's engagement, and YouTube honors engagement and they promote the channel more so that new Dolphin fans can know about us. We need new Dolphin fans to know about TD Fans Talk. It almost bothers me every single week when I get in a message in the comment section that said, man, you've been doing this almost 3 years. And I'm a diehard Dolphin fan, and this is the first time I've ever heard of you. It just popped in my feed all of a sudden, and that comes from hitting the like button. So we need to bring the Dolphin fans over to TD Fans Talk. Let them know that I'm even here, because a lot of people don't, believe it or not. So make sure you hit that like button. Let your friends and family members know about the channel, and make sure that you subscribe and let them know to do so as well. All right, we got 400 people watching, 169 likes, and 3 dislikes. I appreciate the haters coming through. It's always appreciated for the validation. Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all, man. Shout out to the mod squad as always, and shout out to the members of the channel, man. I appreciate the man. Vic came through with the membership. Now, let me say this: if you are a Patreon member right now, exit. All right, go to the Patreon. Listen, you don't need, unless you want to just donate every month on Patreon just to do so, that's fine. But if you are a Patreon member, just don't worry about that. Start on the membership, because this is more in line with what I can do. This is more filtered to what it allows me to do. It allows me to do everything that I promise on here. All right. So make sure that you join the membership and delete your Patreon, so that you're not, have a membership and a Patreon and they're charging you double every month. Or unless that's your choice. But I just want to make sure I'm making that clear, because I don't want anybody, to see a little bit less in their bank account that they didn't expect. So Pete, I see you, homie. Shout out to the homie Pete, man. Anywho, man, what's up with McCourty, man? What's going on with Jason McCourty? I mean, how did Destiny come to the radar? We let Bobby McCain go, and all of a sudden, just out of the whim, I look at my phone. What? We got McCourty? When did this happen? How did that happen? I had no idea. That's crazy, man. But yes, man, we bring in McCourty. And something's going on, y'all. Something's going on. I don't think that this is just a fly-by-night replacement for Bobby McCain. I really do think that something might be going on. I think the Dolphins might be in brewing up a trade potentially. And I'm gonna tell y'all now, man. Y'all gotta understand, your boy might be on the list, man. I mean, we gotta see. I know y'all don't like having this conversation, but Xavier Howard, man, these are all potentials, man. I hope they don't like. Ain't it crazy that I've gotten to a point at this point? I hope that they're not trading Xavier Howard, because what we've built on this team has even got me drooling. And our offense is going to need as much help as possible with the defense. And if Tua goes all out, man, we can win a Super Bowl, man. I know that's early. I know TD, he go with the fanboy stuff, talking about Super Bowl. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I just feel like, man, this team could do something super special, man. I really do. I really feel like we could do something super special. So I'm the type of person, I've said the best thing to do is trade X, but I don't want us to do that. Not at this point. I'm like, man, I just feel something so special brewing in Miami this year. And I think that we could take it all the way, man. I'm telling you, man, like, y'all got to look at I can't wait to do my depth chart video, because y'all got to look at this roster, man. We actually going to end up cutting some people when the season start, because when we make our final roster, that we going to be like, wow, he didn't make the cut. Man, we loaded. That's how I feel. I feel like we literally going to be like, man, we loaded. We couldn't even keep him. Man, and he's good. I feel that's how loaded this roster is right now. And y'all can tell me I'm crazy or I'm a homer all you want, man. That's just how I feel, man. Shout out to Kevin Stewart from Facebook, giving a shout out to the Bahamas or Hawaii. Hold on. I got to make sure. That'd be kind of crazy if I said the wrong. Bahamas, yeah. Giving a shout out to the Bahamas, man. It's deep down in me. I feel it, man. I feel it. And the Devin McCourty, I keep saying Devin. Oh my gosh, I got to stop that. The Jason McCourty move. Now, Jason McCourty isn't Devin McCourty, but he's a very good, serviceable player at this point. I think he's lost. This is a tad bit of a step from his prime, but at this point, he can definitely help this team. We'll talk about somebody who's greatly familiar with Brian Flores, knows what he's trying to do, the system that needs to be run. They bring him in because we got a lot of youth now. Think about it. All of our team captains from last year are gone. Bobby, Van Noy. I mean, like, all of our team captains are like gone. Now we got to make some new team captains and see who's the veterans. Like, who's going to step up? Y'all tell me in the comment section. Who are the step up people this year? Who are the people that step up and make a name for themselves? Shout out to DJ Vibes, aka Javier, for becoming a member. Try NGO for becoming a member. Appreciate y'all, man, for coming through with the membership. Welcome to TD Fans Talk. So who's the leaders? Who are you think are going to be the leaders? Let me see what y'all saying. Tua, you think? Nah, stop. No, see, now we getting ahead of ourselves. I don't see that. Okay. Baker, maybe Baker. Byron Jones, maybe Byron Jones. Now remember, it ain't always got to be the best player. Y'all got to understand that. It's the leaders. It's the ones on and off the field that carry themselves, and they very vocal with their teammates, and they exude leadership all through and through. And the team and the players are the ones who actually vote on who the leaders are. The coaches don't name leaders, the players vote on it within the organization. So it's going to be easy. I could see a young fella like Christian Wilkins stepping up and being a leader now. I really can. I can see a young fella like Christian Wilkins stepping up and being a leader. Shout out to G Reed with a donation, said, TD, love the show, brother. What are your thoughts on Noah Igbinoghene? Do you know he will be more of a contributor? Do you know if he'll be more of a contributor this year? Let me say this. Noah Igbinoghene, I need y'all to understand something, okay? It doesn't matter. Noah, I view Noah so different than everyone else. You know, coming into the league like he did, us reaching on him being the youngest player, I truly feel like Noah is the 2-year red shirt guy. Yeah, he's going to get some reps this year. He's going to carve out what he earns this year. But I think that they're not even really going to truly start evaluating him until the following season. And look, he gets to learn behind Xavier Howard. He gets to learn behind Byron Jones. Now he gets a veteran like Jason McCourty in here that he gets to learn behind. It doesn't get any better than that. Noah is going to soak all this up like a sponge. And the most beautiful part about it is he's so young. Like in 2022, he's going to be the age of what all the rookies last year came in as. Y'all got to understand that he's 2 years before his time. That's why I think this is an opportunity. Miami brought in a guy who's legitimately a project that they can build into an NFL pro, and they got the luxury of having almost 2 years to do it given his age. That's how I look at Noah. I don't even have expectations. He's going to be what he's going to be. But we'll see over time. DJ Javier said, about time you made a membership program. I know, man. It's crazy to me because so many people kept saying, TD, why don't you start membership? I'm like, all right. I mean, I'll start membership. You know what, really? Listen, the final nail was on the coffin today for membership, because these trolls, I didn't mind the trolls, but at the same token, when it's time for us to really have a productive conversation, I want to be able to turn the chat off to members only. And I know the trolls can't get through. Everybody can watch. They can watch. But as far as the comments, when I turn that button on, it all ceases. Only the members can speak. Only the members can conversate. And I like that that ability. All right. So I don't plan on turning that on often, but once a week we will have like a member stream, like Friday or Saturday nights or something like that, where the members are chatting in the comment section, and the members with the GOAT level are allowed to join the stream as well. So again, appreciate all the members, man. Shout out to the homie Quint Riddle, became a new member just now. Man, I think I got like 10 members already. That's crazy. That's what's up, y'all. And again, appreciate y'all love and support. We got 550 people rocking with us right now, but that only comes with 237 likes. We don't even have a 50% like ratio. Y'all know me, man. It's real easy. Move the chat, hit the like, and bring it back. All you got to do is do it one time. You do it one time and you're done. You ain't got to worry about it no more if you do it one time. So please hit that chat, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Noel Leon 1 with the donation said, how does Master think they have a better secondary? Don't entertain him. He don't know nothing. The Patriots are trash. They're going to be trash from this point on. They don't have their savior in Brady. Ignore Master at work. So if you saw the stream last night, he's going to, but y'all got to understand, he's going to live off of the past for the next 50 years. When they don't win anything, he's going to live off of the past for the next 60 years. But we got to go get us one. The Dolphins, we got to go get us one. We got to go get us a chip. We got to go get us a chip, man. We can't sit around talk about how we're better now, but still don't get a chip. We got to go get a chip. And Tua is going to be our leader to do it. So we need that to happen. Cap for Life said, TD, is this cute? Oh, excuse me. Is this cut a free space move in the making for getting some guaranteed cash for Xavier Howard? If so, who's next? Listen, none of these cuts got nothing to do with Xavier Howard and his contract. What y'all got to understand is we already got the money for Xavier Howard. He's on the books right now and he got his money. what y'all got to understand in that regards is a restructure ain't going to hurt us this year. A restructured contract, they don't have to free up money to give more to Xavier Howard. A restructured deal ain't going to hurt us this year. Even if we restructure this deal and wanted to give him more money, we just going to make a whole lot more in the signing bonus, and we get to spread that out. We don't even have to put it on this year. So it has nothing to do with that. If they want to give X more money, they're just going to do it. It doesn't have nothing to do with the savings we're going to have now, but we're going to have buku money next year. But I'm telling y'all, man, the way, and y'all see that tight end that we got, the only reason I haven't made a video about it yet, because I'm doing an undrafted free agents video over the next few days. The 5 guys that we brought in that were undrafted. 4 on draft day, but then we just brought in the tight end who played the tight end that plays basketball. So he's not even a tight end. He's just a 6'7" basketball player, but we're bringing him in to play tight end. Athletic freak, 6'7", 230 pounds, going to be towering over everybody. If they can turn him into that guy, see, it's guys like this, man. See, let me tell you, it's guys like this that can have a beautiful skill level of catching the ball and being a beast out there in the field, but they struggle in blocking. Blocking is something that you have to develop over time. You have to have done for quite some time to be just great at. Tight ends, guys like this that's coming in to play tight ends, he could be a Mike Gesicki, but be terrible in blocking. That's typically the issue. But the way that they're moving, it makes me feel like they're positioning themselves to potentially move off of Gesicki and Xavier Howard. They're doing a lot of work at the tight end and a lot of work at the corner safety position. And at a minimum, bringing in dual guys. I just feel like those are 2 guys that it looks like they're positioning themselves to move off of. But at this point, it's kind of crazy. I kind of feel like it's Gesicki more than X, even though it should be the other way around. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to think, man, but it's going to be interesting. I think something's brewing. Now, another thing that could be brewing in a trade that nobody wants to talk about, y'all notice I haven't really discussed it in the last 2 weeks. Miami might just be trying to upgrade that quarterback. They might be positioning themselves to upgrade that quarterback. And I don't know, Tua is our guy. This ain't a knock on him. This ain't about Tua right now, but I'm just keeping it 1,000. They could just be making little small maneuvering moves, getting ready for that package for a quarterback. You never know. The way this team is built now, you got to go get that chip if you can. And I'm going to tell you now, we got the capital. 2 players plus 3 first-round picks, insert Aaron Rodgers. I couldn't rule it out. 1 player, 2 first-round picks, insert Watson. I can't rule it out. I'm telling y'all. I mean, and I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but you got to keep your eye out for it. All of these little moves here and there and all of this and that, you never know, y'all. They could be on their way to making a move. A big one. Think about what that would do in the national media. You make the move for one of them quarterbacks and the roster you already got, the media would go crazy. Does this make the Dolphins the favorite? They already had a top 5 defense. Now they got a top 5 quarterback and they got more Will Fuller. They go get Jalen Waddle. Oh my gosh, they get Gesicki and Lynn Eichenberg. Then they added another tight end to even bolster that at Hunter Long. I mean, the media would go nuts. Miami, I'm just keeping it 1,000 with y'all. The media would go nuts because I think we would go in the top 3 favorites. Why wouldn't we? Somebody tell me I'm wrong if we wouldn't be a top 3 team immediately, a contending team immediately. If one of those guys came to Miami, it's impossible not to. You got the receiver and tight end weapons galore. You're bringing in a quarterback who can, just in case the running game does stall, who can make up for that. The defense is top 5, but then you made it even better. Bringing in a linebacker in the offseason. Then you go get Jalen Phillips on the edge. Oh, my gosh. They'd go nuts. They'd go crazy, man. The media couldn't deny it. Miami Dolphin fans couldn't deny it. We are the top 3 Super Bowl contenders. So y'all help me out right now in the comment section. Would getting Aaron Rodgers, or just say getting Aaron Rodgers, because I know y'all getting y'all feelings about watching, whatever. Say Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers came over here right now for all them first round picks, where would they rank us? Put a number in the comment section. Where would they rank the Miami Dolphins 1 to 32? Immediately. Put 1 through 32. Tell me. Y'all let me know. Somebody in the comment section say you reaching. Well, go look at everybody else. Go let them tell you. Let them tell you. Shout out to the newest member, Big Time. Appreciate you joining us, man. 1 3 2 10 3 1 5 2 14 32. The haters here. 3 5. Man, we'd be top 5 easily. We'd be top 5 easily. You can't name name 5 teams that would be better. I already know y'all will say the Chiefs and you'd say the Buccaneers. Yes or no in the comment section. Would the Bills be better than us then? Come on, somebody. Come on. Meet me outside. Come on. Would the Bills be better than us then? Real talk. With this roster that we constructed, you bring in Aaron Rodgers right now, would the Bills be better than us? And they're the 3rd-ranked team in the NFL. No, they wouldn't. We would take that at a minimum. We take that number 3 spot for contenders. So I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. Let's get that straight now. But man, listen. You could be surprised. You could be surprised, and I don't care what none of y'all say. If you don't know better, the Miami Dolphins did pursue Deshaun Watson, had a package ready for him until all that crap came out. Shout out to Persian Sneakers here with the donation. Said Miami is the best team in the league if they get Rodgers. They are crazy if they don't try to get him. The man won MVP. What more can I say? The man was the MVP, and he'd have more on this offense right now than he had in Green Bay with the additions we made. Come on, man. The man won MVP. Ain't nothing to talk about. But I wouldn't be surprised if Miami don't put they tip they had in the bucket. I'm telling you, it's insane not to. Shout out to Jose A. Lucas with the donation, saying my buddy from Tampa heard on the radio Miami's opening game was leaked. Dolphins versus Bucks, Thursday night football. Tua gonna lead us to the Super Bowl. Ooh, that'll be sweet. Thursday night, Miami versus Bucks. Ooh, if that's true, that's lit. That's lit. I'll be there. That's right down the street from me, man. If that, boy, that'll be it. That'll be fire. But it may not be Tua. It might be Aaron Rodgers to make it even bigger. Ooh. Imagine if they did get Rodgers and that was opening night. Boy, the league just kicked it off better than they ever could have dreamt. Oh, that would be insane. And Brady hate Miami too. Brady versus, I'm just saying, y'all. But right now it's Tua. I don't want people getting too deep in their feelings. It's Tua right now, okay? And that'll still be a good competition. Oh, man, but just imagine if the Miami Dolphins pulled off the Aaron Rodgers trade. Shout out to Cat for Life said, I want Josh Allen blood. Who you telling? Slurped all of it. I'm a vampire. I want it all, man. Listen, man, how to become a member. It should be right at the bottom of your stream, man. Under the likes, you should see something that says join, or on the homepage, you can hit the join and you can become a member. Just read through and see which level you want to pick. All right. So as of right now, it looks like we have 8 members to the channel. I just got an update via YouTube. So to the first 8 members of TD Fans Talk, welcome to the membership. Let me read their names. We got Debo, Self-Made Miller, DJJ, Vibes, aka Javier. We got Big Time. We got Chef Jew, Vic Costa, Quinn Riddle, Tri NGO, and Fred Rivera, man. Shout out to the 8 members of TD Fans Talk on the first day of membership. I appreciate y'all support. Thank y'all so much, man. Oh, man. Rodgers could mentor Tua. Can't rule that out either. You can't rule that out either, but I think Tua would be a part of a three-way trade. I think that another team would acquire Tua. We'd get a first from them, and then we'd send that first with the first that we have over to Green Bay, and that would be the deal. That's what would have to happen. Now, if we're able to acquire an Aaron Rodgers and Tua is still on this roster, man, the Miami Dolphins are like sickening, ridiculously great. I mean, Chris Greer, man, I would literally stalk Chris Greer just to get his autograph. Like he got to call the police on me and get a restraining order, because you were able to keep Tua for the future and still let Aaron Rodgers finish his career, whether it's 3, 4, 5 more years in Miami, man. Oh man. And he just finished playing at an MVP level. He was the MVP, y'all. Come on. Shout out to the homie JD Diesel. Welcome to the membership, man. He was just the league MVP. MVP. Like, that's the quarterback MVP. And look how old he is. But let me tell y'all something. That's why you can't, in today's NFL, you can no longer use the stigma of age against the quarterback unless you see that their arm is getting weak like Peyton because of those surgeries in the neck and all of that stuff, in the back and all of that mess. You can't talk about age. Ever since the Brady rules came into effect, you know how they had the Jordan rules? But then they created the Brady rules. Remember, he got hit in his leg, and then all of a sudden, the very next year, the NFL and the owners meeting, they met about it, and they said our best quarterbacks who make us a lot of money can't be getting, sitting on the sideline due to injuries. We need tighter rules. And from that point forward, quarterbacks are allowed to play an extra 15 years in the league because they're not allowed to get touched on Sunday, basically. They're basically not allowed to get touched on Sunday. And even if you sack them, you're not even allowed to land on them anymore. You got to sack them and go to the side or veer off. You can't land your full body on them with the good, clean, bam, got you sack. It got to be a hit, and they got to fall. It's a personal foul if you sack them, but your body lands on them. I mean, come on, y'all. The NFL has changed. Quarterbacks can go forever. The new cutoff is 45 years old. Brady's about to prove that. The real cutoff is probably going to be about 42, 43, but you're going to see Brady to about 45, and he's still going to be throwing the ball with a good touch before he calls it quits. So I don't want to hear, yeah, but he's 36. Well, that's 9 more years. Shut your mouth. That's 9 more years. That is 9 more years. That's franchise worthy. You see what I'm saying? That's legitimately franchise worthy. So we're not even worried about that anymore. The only quarterbacks that won't be able to, that you got to worry about, are the ones who have a significant injury history, who have been beat up beyond measure. Those are the ones you have to worry about, that you don't give that clock to anymore. But Aaron Rodgers, he's been throwing that rock. MVP. It doesn't matter. He just won the MVP at his age. End of discussion. End of discussion. The man 36 years old or whatever and just won an MVP. End of discussion. You win an MVP. Put it like this. From the year you win an MVP, you got a minimum of 5 more years. I don't care what age you are. You could be 45. If you win the MVP when you're 45, you can go to 50. That's it. So I don't want to hear no more about age when it comes to quarterbacks. Everybody else, that's fine, except kickers and punters, of course. Kickers and punters, they fall in. Matter of fact, they can go to 80. You know, they could draw Social Security and still be out there. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying, those guys, kickers, punters, and quarterbacks, I don't want to hear nothing else about age. Well, he older. He only got but a few more years. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. The man just won MVP. End of discussion. But I'm telling y'all, would it be wrong for Greer to be pursuing an Aaron Rodgers right now? How y'all feel about that? Would you welcome Chris Greer pursuing Aaron Rodgers right now? Because I'm telling you now, we'd be a top 3 team with the package that we can give up and still keep our same team intact. Somebody said a little bit. Oh, he would be wrong. Why? Why would he be wrong? Yeah, why don't you tell me why he would be wrong and try to tell me that without even mentioning Tua? Tell me why he would be wrong without mentioning Tua, and I want to see if he'd be wrong. rather trade for Mahomes. Mahomes ain't disputing with the Chiefs. Mahomes ain't got an issue that can get him out of there. Aaron Rodgers do. Aaron Rodgers is on the block. He's a bit of a diva. I don't care nothing about your diva hood. If you playing MVP level, you want a dog winning no Super Bowls, or you want a diva hoisting a trophy? Y'all let me know. Let me know. Shout out to the homie Dwayne Wood, a new member to the channel. Love you, bro. Hey, man, I'm finna drop this link because I ain't gonna keep on asking y'all just random questions. I want to hear from some of y'all, man. We're going to open this up. I'm going to give it about an hour. We're going to rock for about an hour. I want to talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, but come on with the question. Talk to me about a subject. I want to know what's on y'all mind about anything that's going on Miami Dolphins related right now, all right? So I'm going to drop the link, all right? Let's see here. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section. If you want to come through, rock with us and talk about the Miami Dolphins, ask a question, give us your thoughts. This is your opportunity. I just dropped the link. So follow that link. You'll be backstage. You got to be on camera if you want to be on. I'm not taking people that's off of camera giving me their avatar unless I know who you are. Unless I know who you are. So bring it. All the detractors, all the people who always disagree with me, here's your shot. Here's your shot. Come take a shot at me. How you be a member. It's down below. All you got to do is hit the join button. Hit the join button and pick which plan you want. Make sure you read the perks. All right. And then you can become a member. All right. I need to see y'all on camera. I already got like 6 of y'all on camera. I mean, backstage, but I got to see you, man. Cap for life. Talk to me, homie. What's the business? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. Talk to me. What's your thoughts? What's going on?
Man, you got everybody biting, man. You got everybody biting. That's what it's about.
Biting on what? Aaron Rodgers?
Man, look. If there's any downtime to talk about it now. But if we're gonna do this all over again, it's just gonna be excusing my French when I say this, but it's mental masturbation at this point. You guys really want to kill me, don't you?
Well, let me say this because I understand your example there, but I want you to think of it like this. Why does it have to be looked at that way when these guys are legitimately available for a potential trade? They are an option, and at the end of the day, if you got the best package, you can get it done. See, if Miami called them now and say, I got 3 firsts and 2 big-time players, we can get it done, but it's just a matter of will they pull the trigger?
It's like this, man, and I was talking about this yesterday with Reason. Are you willing to do that microwave situation like a Tom Brady, and do you feel that Aaron Rodgers is that exception to the rule when it comes to a quarterback that's basically, at least minimum 3 years left? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think about that. But if you in that 3-year window, if you're guaranteeing me a parade down in Miami Gardens, like I told you, it's about the logo. It's about the name. But you got to be real with me, man. Do you want to invest in something that's short-term or long-term?
Yes, because we've acquired so much that we can still have enough assets and or capital to be able to have a contingency plan later. See, you can't make the shot if you don't take it. You want to go like I would take the Bucs situation all day. The Bucs were a trash team, has forever been a trash team. Ain't never win nothing, ain't never do nothing. And now look at that fan base. Look at the energy that they have. Look at what they're going through. They're on cloud 9 and trying to repeat. I take that all day. I don't care.
2 Super Bowls.
Yes,
2 Super Bowls.
They trying to repeat. Waiting. They're trying to repeat again, and they still brought everybody back. We have the money and the space and the players on this roster right now that we can get Aaron Rodgers and still have everybody on this roster for the next 3 years and not lose anyone. Think about it. Like, if you look at the money, the way it's set up we can have $70 million next year. If say we did get Rodgers and you gave him that cash, you re-up Ogba, you re-up everybody, and you got the money to do it. It ain't a big deal. and you go in the draft and you play around with your second, third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth round picks, and you keep developing talent around Aaron Rodgers, and you keep developing quarterbacks. And if Tua's still here, all the better.
It's like this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Real quick before you go.
My phone's about to. Yeah, my phone's about to explode, man. It's just a situation like this, man. If you're willing to invest, the one thing about the Dolphin fan is one thing. You're not going to tell us that we don't know the situation about what it's going to cost, because we've done our due diligence going through what we've been through already with Watson. So when people want to question us about what we know and we don't know, we know our worth, we know our value, because we have those chips. So let's think about that first before we make moves, but we have that luxury to make moves. Thank you, my brother. I love you. Keep doing it, brother. Keep doing it.
Appreciate you, man. All right, man. I'll see you later, man. Shout out to Kelvin Smith, the newest member of TD Fans Talk, and the homie B.O., also a new member to TD Fans Talk. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all got to show yourself on camera if you want to get on the show. I see some of y'all. Oh man, we got a special guest, y'all. We got a special guest backstage. Y'all got to go subscribe to this guy. He's a YouTuber. Shout out to Chris Sports Talk. What's up, man?
We got a special guest backstage.
Hey,
go subscribe.
I hear the replay.
Shout out to Chris Sports.
Let me mute it. I just muted you, but I hear your replay. You might want to go out and come back in, or put headphones in. If you have any headphones, that'll be best. But otherwise, I'm going to hear a loop, and it's not good for the stream. It's just a loop, and everybody can hear everything twice. Just FYI, all right? All right, y'all. KTM Unknown, what's up, man? Talk to me.
What's up? So, I want to talk a little bit about the draft.
Talk to me, man.
Okay, so when Pitts and Chase went off the board, me and my dad were so upset, like smashing stuff. And then I was like, because I've been watching everything. I'm like, we're going to take Waddle. We did not want Waddle. Like, we're going to take Waddle. Sure enough, we take Waddle. And we're upset because we didn't really like Waddle because we thought he was just fast and didn't have great route running. So then we kept seeing other people making good selections. And then 18, I didn't mind Jalen Phillips, but now that I know about his injury history, I'm not too fond of it. I didn't like the Holland pick at first because I really wanted the running back. But I love the Eichenberg pick. I love it.
Yes, okay.
Great pick. And then I think we might want to reset up that package for Watson because it's starting to look like the stuff that has been coming out has been not true.
So you've been keeping up with the whole Watson situation.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if we either put that package together or do what you're saying with like a 3. I would say no. I'm trying to think of a team who would want Tua because I don't think the Packers would want Tua.
So you don't like Tua?
I do, but like you said, if Aaron Rodgers could play till he's 45 and have 3 parades down in South Beach, maybe even 4, I love Tua. I'm a huge Tua fan, but if I can if I can get Deshaun Watson for the next 15 years, if not more, or Aaron Rodgers for the next 9 years, 10 years, and he wins us 3 championships and we're a dynasty, how can you not go with that?
Facts, man. Listen, you got your head on right on this one. At the end of the day, if you got an opportunity to be better in every position, you got to take it. The whole Waddle thing early on is still a playmaker. I think that we needed the slot receiver more than the outside receivers. So that's why I like that pick. And then Jalen Phillips, I'm not concerned about his injuries in the past because he went 2 years without any of them. At the end of the day, I don't believe that was warranted to just give up on the guy. I think that he's going to live up to the build and exceed expectations. And the Holland pick, like you say, you really wanted the running back, so you had the running back blues, huh?
But I wanted to ask you a question. So, how do you like the McCourty pickup, and do you think X is on the move? or get? What do you think we could get? I've been spamming this in the chat your last live stream today. I wanted to know, what do you think we could get for X or Gesicki or both?
All right, before I answer that, real quick, shout out to Mike Buck, the newest member of TD Fans Talk, Kevin Chaos, member of TD Fans Talk, and RVAJ, one of the newest members of TD Fans Talk. And Aiden said Bobby McCain and Jerome Baker were my favorite dogs. Well, enjoy Jerome Baker now, Aiden. But as far as Jason McCourty, I think this is a veteran move. I think they bring in the veteran to help these young guys understand how to be pros. He fits Flores' system. I don't think he's the same player that he used to be, but he's going to give some quality contributions where needed, and be a good piece for depth. Unless he just comes and knows the system and balls out and starts day one. You know, I think they need to go younger and let these young guys take the reins, but we'll see in that regards. But a potential X trade, anything is possible. Here's the deal. If X gets traded, it has to be a part of a quarterback package. It has to be a part of a quarterback package.
Yeah.
Just to save money. Yeah, I don't like it just to save money. Now I could see getting a future first.
I could see it for like multiple first round picks. Like I could see it for like 2 1s and like a 2.
Let me give you an example. Dallas missed out on their corner that they wanted in the first round.
Surtain, yeah.
They may be saying, hey, we're going to make the playoffs. We're not going to have a top 15 team. They're looking to make the playoffs and do something special. They're like, we don't look to have a pick better than 20. Let's just give away our first. That's potential. That could happen. So, but I'd rather him be a part of a quarterback package. Possibly.
I want us to kind of trade to Denver before the draft so that maybe we could pick up Surtain. And do that, but I don't. And I have another question, last question, then I'll leave the backstage.
You're good.
What do you think about, like, if we were to get Watson or Rodgers? Where does that rank us? Does it rank us ahead of the Bucs, or do you think we would slide right in as the third favorite to win the Super Bowl and the favorite to win the AFC East and have a chance to? I think we'd be right with the Chiefs because the Chiefs have a worse defense than us.
With Watson, we'd be third. With Rodgers, we'd be tied with the Chiefs because the cachet that comes with it, league MVP. You know, Watson got a lot of stuff working against him mentally and stuff right now. So they would automatically put us third with Watson, and they would make us matter of fact, I'll even go a step further. They'll put us top 5 with Watson. They'll stretch that out a little. But with Aaron Rodgers, we'd be tied with the Chiefs, but the Bucs will still be the favorite. They're all returning. They have camaraderie.
Where do you think we are?
I would love to keep him in a situation like this. I would love to keep him, continue to develop him, let him. Because think about it, Aaron Rodgers sat for like 4 years, man. Like the way Tua played last year, he has great potential, but I don't feel like he's going to turn the franchise into this Super Bowl winning team now. I'm very hopeful that he does, but he has the potential to do it eventually. So I feel like if you can let that guy sit down for about 3 years or so, man, he can be really nice, you know, after all. And especially coming behind a guy like Rodgers, just think about what he can learn. If he learned anything from Fitz, imagine what he can learn from Aaron Rodgers. Imagine what he can learn from Aaron Rodgers.
I think he can be like a Josh Allen. I think he could be like a Josh Allen because he was trying to find his way the first 2 seasons. He got a big target like Stephon Diggs and then blew up because you saw the talent. Also, I think last year, Chan Gailey just wasn't the move for Tua. He was running the old stuff. He would run the same thing. Like, you would see the same play action, rollout play like 15, 20 times. It would work to start, and then every defense would catch on and then know when you see the rollout. And then it's like, well, there's no point of running it because it's already shut down.
We had too many tails on this defense, but I appreciate you coming through, man. Good talk with you.
Right.
Don't be a stranger. I want to see you again. All right.
Peace out. Go Fins.
Peace out, man. Fins up. Shout out to Cap for Life, the newest member of TD FinStalk. Appreciate you rocking with us, man. The Triple S podcast. What's up, homie? I can't hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you. Go out and try to come back in. I'm not sure what's going on with the audio, but we can't hear you at all. It's like nothing. But I'll bring you back, man. Where Pete, man? I don't see you, homie. Where you at, man? Shock TV. I gotta see you if you want to get on. Who else we got? Udoris. What's up, man? What's going on?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you. What's the business, man? Talk to me. What's on your mind with these?
Let's talk about Rodgers. All right, because
all right, let's do it.
All right, real talk though. How much do you think he costs us if we want him?
It depends. If we restructure his deal and do voidable years, he could probably. They're going to end up at a cap hit of about $28 million a year. If they don't and they go raw, it'll be a 40.
But for a trade, I mean.
Oh, how much would he cost us? He's disgruntled. He's getting older. I would say 3 first-round picks.
Right, and that's around what they were asking for Deshaun, right? That's what the prediction would have been, around 3 firsts and Tua.
Nah, it started with 3 firsts. It's plus Tua, plus maybe a good defensive player. You're going to pay more because Watson is younger.
Right, but
Rodgers would be cheaper than Watson.
Yeah, but do you think that is cheaper enough based on the age? Because he's super old compared to Watson, but Watson doesn't cost too much more than him. Do you see what I'm saying?
The issue with Rodgers is the MVP that he just had. So
right,
that defies all of that.
Exactly, that's the big problem. So say we give up 3 firsts, right? If that's enough on its own, then maybe it works, because if we keep Tua, we can develop Tua behind him. But if Tua then wants to go and we don't have Tua, that leaves us in QB hell in a couple of years. Let's say 3, maybe 4 years, because we're out of first now and we don't have any capital to move around. So we have to hope to be bad that last year.
Well, here's the deal. The truth is, in that type of situation, Tua wouldn't have any say.
Yeah.
And if anything, that means we would trade him, and get capital for him. But let's just say that he does have a say and we're going to give him that. Okay, then we move on and we go continue for the next 3 to 4 years, bringing in quarterbacks and seeing if we can develop them. See if they have those traits. See if they have this. See if they have that. That's what you do. But you also have to understand, look at all the players on this roster that are coming up in age and aren't Flores guys. Look how much capital you got. Right now, Xavier Howard's worth something. There's a move for some draft capital to potentially get a quarterback of the future.
Right now, at this second.
But it would all go down in this offseason if it did go down, right?
Yeah, but at some point, you're now breaking down the team to where we don't have as much talent as we did beforehand. So right now, the roster's perfect for Rodgers to come in. But if we start breaking that down.
No, that's not true. That's not true. And here's why. The lift that Rodgers would give us on offense is you could lose Xavier Howard and we'd still be way better. See, that's the difference. Put it like this. Xavier Howard with here's why it's a fact. We converted 0 of Xavier Howard's 10 interceptions last year. 0. We converted on 0. We didn't turn his interceptions into points.
Yeah, that's definitely a problem.
So to win 10 games and don't capitalize off of any of those turnovers, and you add Aaron Rodgers, you still get better.
Yeah, but you don't have those
turnovers.
Got better. You're getting rid of those.
But what you're failing to realize is he wasn't the end all be with his defense. This defense was making plays in the front as well. We were getting at the quarterback.
Oh, see, I thought our pass rush was weak, especially going to the mid-season to late season. I thought Byron and X carried us because we couldn't get a pass rush.
Let me put it like this. Week 5 through week 12 was all pass rush because we ran 0 blitzes. We were getting up and at them. We were destroying them.
Because we have X and Byron. Without X, we can't run that.
No, that's if the play gets stretched out, and that's what we need them for. If it gets stretched out and we get burnt on the blitz, that's what we need those guys for. But when you send in zeros, your corner only needs to cover for 2 seconds. That's it.
Yeah.
But I see your concern there. But what you have to understand is there's a trade-off in this game. And let me give you an example of that trade-off. If we're ranked number 5 in defense and win 10 games and our offense is 23 or something like that, If we're ranked 5 and the offense is 23, Aaron Rodgers would probably bring the offense somewhere like 7th, and without Xavier Howard, this same defense can be like 12th. That trade-off to have a 12th ranked defense and a 7th ranked offense, that's your formula right there. Because the problem is some of these teams have a 3 ranked offense and a 20th ranked defense and still getting it done.
Yeah.
It's a trade-off.
Right. So, I mean, at that point, you just have to take into account how much of a jump do we think Tua makes? Because, well, let me ask you that. What do you need to see from him this year for him to convince you that it was the right idea to keep him, if we do keep him?
Well, it was the right idea to keep him anyway, because what he did last year does not warrant, oh, Tua sucks, he's a bum, draft a new quarterback or get a new quarterback. The only reason we're having...
If we don't trade for Aaron Rodgers, I'm saying.
If we don't trade for Aaron Rodgers, what improvement will he need to make?
For it to be worth it, to not have traded for Aaron Rodgers.
He just has to be able to make the right play, make the right decision.
Yeah,
Tua, because a lot
of stuff,
yes,
right?
It's the mental stuff, but also get a little bit more accurate on the deep ball.
Yeah.
In the NFL, he did it in college.
Yeah,
be a little bit more accurate on the deep ball and make a decision and make it fast. Yeah. Because you can't wait for a guy to get open in his break and then throw it. You got to throw him to where he's supposed to be.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people talking about, he's looking swollen, he's working out and stuff. But watching film from last year, he made a lot of mental mistakes, and he has to get in that film room as much as that weight room, And so if we're going to keep him, he has to commit to that.
But I think he'll be fine in that area. My biggest concern is his mobility. He escaped the pocket and he got away a lot last year, and I think that's one of his strengths and one of the things I was impressed about. But I don't think he has the same mobility he did before the surgery, and I don't know if he'll ever get that back, honestly. I think he's going to be more of that pocket guy, and when he gets an opportunity to get out and run, he'll take it, but that's not going to be often. And I just don't think that he's going to throw the ball on an Aaron Rodgers level and let it fly, because he wants to be so careful. The beautiful thing about being careful is you're not going to turn it over as much. But the problem with not letting it fly sometimes is you'll never get that play that the greats get. You'll never get that wow. Take that shot. You got to take the shots in the NFL sometimes. You got to take the shots. Let me give you an example. Do you remember, I don't know if it was the Super Bowl or the NFC Championship game. Do you remember before halftime, it was like 12 seconds or something like that left, and Brady and them are like 70 yards away, but he still took that shot, and they scored a touchdown right before the half? I don't know if you remember that.
This past year?
Yes, this playoffs that just passed.
Yeah.
See, it's moments like that. They're not even going to dial that up for Tua. They're not even going to call that, nor will he even do that, because he's going to be cautious at the half. I don't want to screw this up at the half. Whatever. See, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. That's the next level stuff.
But that's because he's still young.
It's just a matter of how long. Well, it's a matter of if it does. See, we could talk about what comes with what, but it still has to come.
Right. See, that's my point. So that's my point. Yeah, that's what I'm asking you. When do you need to see that from him for it to be worth it, for not to trade for Rodgers?
You need to see traits of it now. That's why I've been on the record to say I don't mind you throwing a few more picks, as long as I see. Like let me give you an example. Yeah. I don't mind you taking 4 more shots a game and 1 pick comes out of that. Mm-hmm. Because you're taking those shots to get those points, man.
If it's the right read, you got to make the right reads.
Yeah, but at the same token, there's some reads that he's waiting to develop. I pointed out on film how many plays where, based off of the defense, Gesicki's definitely going to be open if he throws it on time, but he waits till he's open, then he throws it. Yeah, and that can't happen, but again,
for me, that's right there.
It was his first year. There's only so much we could have asked of him. See, none of this conversation is Tua's fault. This isn't a bad thing for Tua. It's just that we're talking about quarterbacks who have been there, have done it, have proven to be just world beaters, okay? So that's what that's about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just factors into the conversation. If we're talking about we're going to try to go get Aaron Rodgers, who's one of the best of all time, how good do we think our guy is going to be? Is it going to be worth it or not?
Let me put it like this. This will probably help you see the vision that I have. If Tua improves, is that going to make him better than Josh Allen? Is it going to make him better than all the young up and coming? Is it going to make him better than Herbert? Is it going to make him better than Murray? Is it going see? I could list about 8 quarterbacks right now that it's probably going to put him in the stratosphere of, and that's a good thing. But is that enough? My biggest fear for Tua Tagovailoa is that he becomes the Derek Carr for the Raiders for the Miami Dolphins. That is my biggest fear. Has talent, can play the position, but you ain't the guy to get us over the hump, but you're serviceable every year. You're good enough to where we're not frowning at all. That's my biggest fear.
But
and I need to see him exceed that level for me to feel good.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I guess I'm coming from the other perspective. With our roster, I think that's all he has to be for us to get there. Because Derek Carr on our team. Yeah, because look at their roster. I mean, put our defense on that team.
See, here's the factor that nobody wants to talk about. He only needs to be Derek Carr good right now until all these young people want their money. Until he himself exactly.
Right. 100%.
So you have a small window for that.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. I'm with you.
So that's the issue. I need to see him exceed that level so that when everybody gets their money, we know that you can still carry us.
I think it's unfortunate that these opportunities are coming up this year because it would have been nice to see him for one more year before, the possibility of a Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers coming here.
We still have that opportunity. Let me be honest with you. The Aaron Rodgers thing, I would do it. But if it don't happen, whatever. Watson's still an option next year. If they don't deal him this summer, he figure out his issues. And if Tua doesn't become the guy, you go get Watson. If Tua makes that leap, that's respectable enough. Forget Watson. Forget Rodgers. Forget everybody. I saw the Derek Carr or a little more to make me feel like let's go. That's it.
Then that seems to be my answer. Then just we should give him the year and not worry about it. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. That's where I'm getting to in my thought process. What you just said.
The only issue with that is what if you get see everybody wants to talk about what if he does good, and that's all good. That's what we want him to do, right? But when are we going to have the real conversation of the consequences of if he doesn't? What are our consequences? No. What if Watson and Rodgers are going right now and there aren't any veteran quarterbacks getting out of their situation? Because you got to understand what's happening right now never happens.
Well, that's why I said it's unfortunate it's happening this offseason.
So that's why if you got an opportunity, you pull the trigger now, no matter what. But if they're asking for too much or you're willing to go down this road with Tua, that's fine. But all I'm saying is I'm not saying either way. I don't want people to get the wrong idea like, oh, I'm prejudging Tua or judging ahead. I'm just stating the facts. If you got an opportunity to go get an Aaron Rodgers over a young developmental guy, that's a no-brainer to me. It's a no-brainer, especially if it's at the right price. Because if you get burnt going the other way, oh my gosh.
So what's your price then? What's your most you're giving up for Rodgers?
3 firsts. And maybe one player.
Well, what quality player?
Probably like an Xavier Howard.
A Pro Bowler. You're willing to go Pro Bowler and 3 firsts for Aaron Rodgers?
Yep. I mean, you can call it it's the quarterback position.
Okay, yeah.
And we can say Pro Bowler. We can say Pro Bowler, but at the end of the day, does his value go up from this point or down?
Definitely down. But I just wanted, to preempt it actually happening. Because if they trade and they give up like 5 firsts, I don't want you coming on here being like, oh, it was great.
No. Hold on now. If they come in here and they give up 5 firsts, I may want to put that into perspective too. Because the 5 firsts are going to be 5 number 32 picks.
I don't think he lasts that long, honestly. Personally, I think he's got 3 years.
You probably would have said that about Brady 5 years ago.
Maybe.
Because that's what Brady was around that time, right?
Brady's what now? 41.
4 years. That's 4 years. 5 years for Brady. 5 years ago. I don't think Brady's gonna last that long. Just won a Super Bowl. You see what I'm saying? But I get it. It's still a concern.
It's definitely a gamble. I don't know.
But what we have to understand is Xavier Howard can be all pro, even if he won Defensive Player of the Year. What you have to understand is that elite quarterback is worth 5 of them. That's just that's how the market is. That elite quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, especially if they're a little younger, the Patrick Mahomes, the Watsons, they're worth 5 Xavier Howards.
Patrick Mahomes definitely worth 5. The age is the only thing that holds me back for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, and that's why I say 3 in a player.
3 in a player. I think that's
because you're not going to get more than 1 first-round pick for Xavier Howard now.
Yeah.
So there you
I
have
don't
it.
want it, but if they do it, I don't want to see him go more than that.
Oh, Brady is 43 actually.
43.
That's why I say I don't want to hear nothing about age.
Well, what's Aaron Rodgers? 38, right?
37, I believe.
37. Okay. So yeah, that's 5 years, 5-6 years.
That's why I don't.
If he lasts.
We're talking about the 2 oldest quarterbacks in the NFL. One won the MVP, the other won the Super Bowl, and the one that won the MVP went to the championship round and lost to the one that won the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So I mean, if he lasts till 43, 44, 45, it's definitely worth it 100%. But if he doesn't, he goes down after 2 years and then he's done. I think that's a mistake in the long run.
Yeah, but it could be a mistake either way. But one of them is proven.
Right.
One of those potential mistakes is proven.
All right, man. Good talking to you.
All right. I appreciate you coming through, man. Hope to see you again.
Yeah. Be good.
All right, man. We got the Triple S podcast, man. What's up, man? Can we hear you this time?
We
can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, something wrong with your audio. You're cutting in and out. That's what it is.
Oh man, you can't hear me?
See, I hear you now. Yeah, you went low again.
What was your favorite move of the draft? Favorite move?
The favorite move of the draft. Number 1 was the Javon Hollins pick. I knew the ramifications. We need to get safeties of the future. Bobby McCain and Eric Rowe were placemats, guys that were set in place. We didn't, and we needed to replace Minkah Fitzpatrick. We never did, I love that move because this kid is a first-round talent. He has all the intangibles. And one thing that goes underrated, I think he dropped out. What goes underrated about him is the simple fact that he actually plays corner. He's actually has a corner build. He would actually be a corner. But he's great at safety as well. And he's drafted as a safety. This kid can play both. Shout out to Jordan, one of the newest members of TD FanStalk. Appreciate you, homie. So that was my number 1 move. I'll give you my top 3. Number 2, Liam Eichenberg. That was a beautiful one for me. Kid don't give up sacks. He's a technical player. I think he has the grit as well and the strength that people aren't talking about. I like that move. It helps Tua. It helps the O-line. It's more protection. We all screaming O-line, 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 and it's funny how people are knocking the pick. I love that move. And the third move that I love, see, I'm not talking about Waddle and Phillips because it's kind of the give-ins. I like the Hunter Long one because he's a well-rounded tight end. Now our offense won't have tails. When Gesicki's on the field, we're throwing the ball. When Smith on the field, we running the ball. That is too easy of a tell when you look at the correlation and the numbers. Now you got a guy, when you put him on the field, you don't know what we're doing, and he's capable of doing both. That's the third best one for me. And then that trade, I'm gonna give you a 4th. The trade they traded the 5th for the 4th next year. Extra
like
capital for a quarterback potentially. But those are my favorites.
Nice. Thing I wanted to say, hopefully you can hear me right now. You hear me?
Yes.
I think a lot of people are sleeping on Noah. Like we were talking about before, I feel like he's going to be the one that we look back in 2 years and we're like, man, like we were all hating on that pick because he has the speed. Like you said, he's got the age factor on his side and he's learning under Byron and X and Flores, who's a great defensive coach. I think you're gonna look back in 2 years and be like, man, like especially if we trade X, maybe like we were bringing in all these guys, and it's like, oh, like maybe we're trading X because we got McCourty, maybe we're trading X because we got Holland, maybe we're trading X because they liked what they saw from Noah Igbinoghene, back half of the season and in the off season. He definitely had his bumps and bruises at the beginning, but like you said, I think he was like 20 years old. So I mean, that's pretty much, he was the youngest player in the entire league. And I just want to say, I think Noah's going to be a great player, but I don't want to take up too much time, especially if my connection's not great. But
no, you're good, bro. I heard that just fine. I'm trying not to talk about Noah much because my response goes the same. Time will tell. And we got to let that situation play out. I like it though, because even if we lose on it, it was what it was. See, again, we're playing with house money. That we got that for Tunsil. Thanks, Tunsil. And if he turns out to be that guy,
I think he was from he wasn't from the Tunsil trade, was he? I thought he was from the Minka trade.
You might be right. No, bro, you might be right.
Jackson was 18.
Yeah, I think I'm frozen on the screen myself. Can you hear me?
I think because Houston won a playoff game, and I think that's the year that the Steelers didn't even make it to the playoffs. They lost right before the playoffs. So I think we got Austin Jackson for the Steelers pick, and then I think we got I think you're right. We got Igbinoghene from the Tunsil trade from the Texans.
Give me a second, bro. Can you hear me?
No, you got your camera.
Give me a second. I don't know what happened just now, but I'll figure it out. Disconnect and reconnect my camera. At least you can hear the audio, so that's cool. But yeah, man. Any other questions or comments you have for me?
I love what you're doing. Love all the Dolphins talk. Huge Dolphins fan, and just keep doing what you're doing, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you, man. Stay tuned, man. A lot of more big things to come, man. I'll see you soon. That's what's up, man. All right, let's do it. We got the homie Dwayne in the house. What's up, man? Let's go Dolphins.
Let's go Dolphins, baby. Let's go. My first question to you is, and I'll say it in a statement.
Okay.
Does Jesse Davis get the axe along with Bobby McCain? I've been wanting to see that axe fall on that roster spot for a couple of years. And I think with the Fluker deal and the signing of Eichenberg, I think that they have the ability to move on from Jesse Davis and save some money in the process as well. I really think that they've done some very good things with the O-line over the last year. I mean, think about it. 14 months ago, we were all crying about how bad the offensive line was. And now there are people out here who are complaining that they drafted a tackle in the second round. So we've come a long way. We've come a long way in a short period of time.
Let me tell you, Dwayne, the biggest lie, first of all, these people out here trying to make it seem like the offensive line was trash last year. Now, it may have not been good in the run game, but in the pass game, it was not trash. There is a distinct difference between serviceable and trash. Okay? Yeah. They're trying to make it seem like it was just straight pure trash and we need a whole upgrade. Then what was the purpose of getting Austin Jackson? What was the purpose of getting Robert Hunt and Solomon Kinley? Those guys told us last year they could be cornerstone pieces in this O-line, and Eichenberg is going to show that as well. And then we bring in Matt Skura to surefire that center position. We got our starting five.
Yeah, we got this year's starting five. One more piece next year, we'll see. And this is going to be a big year for Dieter as well. He's listed on the depth chart as a guard, but I think if he want to get some real playing time, he gonna need to have that ball in his hand about 6 hours a day practicing snaps. Okay.
But you think
because
they're
that's
gonna start over Skura?
I'm worried more about him being on the team rather than just starting. I mean, because the guard position is full as well. And he's been here for what, 3 years, 4 years now. He was drafted in 2019. This is third year. This is going to be his third year, and he got to show something, because if you don't move up, you get passed. And there's people on that roster, and that have been added this year and last year that are developing as well, and could be that swing guard center or swing guard tackle that could take that spot. He's got to prove something. Jesse Davis, he's already proven to me that he shouldn't be on the team after the Denver game, because there were times that him and Flowers didn't act like they knew what a stunt was, and that put a lot of pressure on Tua. And I know that everybody looks at the performance of Tua, and that was one of the games that he got replaced with Fitz. Part of that is him not having the confidence yet to be able to throw in a timely fashion, just learning and processing. But another part of that is that O-line didn't protect against those stunts, and they were driving him crazy, putting a lot of pressure on Tua. Now, I'm not a Tua apologist. He need to step his game up this year. There's very little excuses left for him. But by the same token, that O-line needs to react better to stunts. And they got to communicate better. And it was a doggone shame that last year in that game, the two veterans acted like rookies, and the rookies were performing like veterans. So that was, to me, that was the game that told me that Jesse Davis needed to go. Okay, you got somebody at tackle. He can play that position or play guard in Eckenberg, and you also have somebody who can play the guard tackle position with Fluker. So get Davis out of here. Get him out of here. Okay.
But he's so cheap, and he's a serviceable guy, right? That can come in the event of an injury, maybe. I'm just asking.
But that's what you got Fluker, and that's what you got Fluker for. So that's why I'm saying his spot, the purpose, the Swiss Army knife reason for keeping Davis, because he was serviceable at tackle. He was serviceable at both guard positions. Okay. That was one of the reasons why you kept Jesse Davis last year. This year, you got a Fluker who can actually, do that as well, and probably do it better. What's up, Donald? What's up, Justice?
What in the world is up, Dwayne? How we doing, my brother?
I'm doing fine, man. It's doing fine. This is the first time actually you and I have been on a conversation at the same time. So thank you. I look forward to this opportunity. I know that you've also been a proponent of improving the O-line as an important factor for the Dolphins' success. What do you think is the significance of the Dolphins drafting Liam Eichenberg?
Oh, they went to their due diligence. As much as I wanted Penny Sewell, that's what I was advocating, because I really believe in order to really help Tua, I want Tua to succeed. But I'm old school. The old school, and don't get me wrong, I understand it's a passing league. But the fact is, if you want your quarterback to develop quicker, you need to have a running game. And I wanted the Dolphins to get that O-line together to whereas all the excuses will be removed and get a top tier running back, which I think they got. Don't get me wrong, I love Gaskins, I love Ahmed, and I especially love Malcolm Brown. That is my man. He is my man, I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, Dolphin fans gonna fall in love with this guy. But at the same time, I also knew that the line was the key. The offensive line has to be the key to whereas, do you know, we have not averaged 4 yards a rush since 2016.
Yeah.
And we can't do that. We right now, if we want Tua to be one, upright, two, to pass the ball to Jalen Waddle and have that connection with his receivers, we gotta have a running game to take the pressure off and make defenses honest, whereas they are not stacking 6, 7, and 8 guys in a box and then daring him to throw when the pressure is coming and he doesn't have anything. But I digress. Greer, this is where I, as a fan, even though I did not get what I wanted in the draft, except when it came to Holland and Eichenberg. Those two, and I like the Phillips. I do like the Phillips pick. This is where Chris Greer and Brian Flores, for now year 3, have done nothing short of excellent since they've been there. And this is where we as fans got to trust the process now. We can't sit up here and just because we didn't get our player pick, throw a hissy fit and sit up there and say, we didn't get Najee, and we didn't get Smith, and we didn't get Pitts. Shut up. Look, I spent almost 22 years in the military, but we got a saying, shut up and color. This is where we the fans got to shut up and color. We color aqua, white, and teal, aqua, white, and orange. That's what we do. We got to trust them right now and let them put everything into play. And I know I rambled a little bit. Let me be quiet and let my man here, let my man here go ahead and speak because I want to hear what he says as well.
Elder Bruce, how you doing? What's going on? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's Elder Bruce.
Yeah, I saw something else up there first, and then I said, "Oh, I see you change to Elder Bruce. What's up?
What's going on, fellas?"
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a good day. It's a good day to be a Dolphin.
Hey, Didi.
What's up with you, man? You good?
Yeah, man. You were saying earlier about the Aaron Rodgers possibility getting him. I would take that every day, all day. If I can get 3 years, it's worth it. If I can get 3 championships out of Aaron Rodgers, it's worth it to me.
It's a Super Bowl. Like it's a chance, your best chance to win a Super Bowl. Like you can get 1 Super Bowl out of it, and people gotta realize that's worth it. It's been what? It's been 50 years. It's been 49 years or whatever. 1 is worth it. 1.
Man, let me tell you, the last time I saw the Dolphins win a Super Bowl, I was 6 or 7 years old. It's time, bro. It's time. If I can get 1 chip, I'm happy. 1 chip, man.
I was just being born when they won the Super Bowl.
You know.
I wasn't born.
I remember it, but it's like, man, I'm tired of looking at, the 70s as the only time. I want some more chips. And if I can get a Hall of Famer that's going to guarantee me the opportunity to have not 1, not 2, but possibly 3 chances, 3 legitimate great chances to get chips, I'm with it. That doesn't mean I have a lack of faith in Tua, but you be foolish not to take somebody who is bona fide, through the fire winner, and only reason why he doesn't have probably another one is because of a bad coaching decision in the championship game last year. You'd be foolish not to take him.
Right. Somebody said it ain't guaranteed. Ain't nothing guaranteed, but it's a better chance. It increases your odds.
It's a much better chance. It's like going from 12-1 to 4-1 or 3-1. I mean, you just that much closer to getting there. And I know you had another person on the show earlier that was talking about, well, you give up the 10 turnovers that X provided. Well, think about this. With the 11 touchdowns, and even if you multiply that by 22 touchdowns, right? That Tua could possibly, maybe even 30. Maybe 30. That'd be stretching it, 30 touchdowns for Tua this year. But with Aaron Rodgers and the wide receiving core that you have here, you might be looking at 35 or 40 TDs. Wow. So you lose, but you gain a lot more. So I would make the trade if it's possible.
I'd be running to the phone so fast.
Oh man.
Man. Who are you telling?
Let me ask you this. So, all-bearing, we don't get. Say we don't get Aaron Rodgers or Watson. What we just did in the draft just now, do we have enough with Tua? Do we have enough to get us past Buffalo?
That depends on Tua. Yeah. That depends on Tua.
That's going to depend on Tua, but also how impactful and how the maturation process is for Phillips, and how well Agba and Van Ginkel can provide that pass rush in those games against Buffalo. To beat a champ, you got to beat the champ, and we haven't beaten Buffalo in 5 straight games. I'm tired of losing to them as well. So guess what? There's some defensive players that got to step up as well. Okay, I mean, it was a tough task to hold Buffalo that second game. They was on fire that game, and it didn't help that the offense didn't do anything in the first half at all, basically.
I don't even feel like their team has been better than ours, but their quarterback has been.
And that's because the Dolphins have allowed Josh Allen to look like Aaron Rodgers instead of Josh Allen in those games. Thanks. I mean, you think about it. I mean, Josh Allen has had basically his 2 best games of the season, to me, look like was against the Dolphins. I mean, he was putting them up like it was like a Madden game, the way he was throwing touchdowns. And although some of that goes to the pressure on the offense, a defense need to step up in those games. There are matchups that they have to win, and I think that with the pick of Jalen Phillips, they're on their way to matching up better, and also with the ability to have a better safety play and better cornerback play. They can match up better with the Buffalo Bills' 3rd and 4th wide receivers, because that's who was killing us. Beasley was killing us to get him there, and then I forgot their 4th receiver, their long play burner, but he was killing us in that game. They got to match up better.
But here's my thing, man. The defense has to play better, but at the same token, look at the last game of the season. I mean, people got to put context to that game and call it accurately the way that it actually went down, because I've heard a lot of people say otherwise. That game, when it first started out in that first quarter, our defense came to play. Our defense was balling out in that first quarter, turned them over, making them punt. He looked like he did in the AFC Championship game, like trash. But when you sit there and you busting your behind 4 possessions in a row and balling on defense and making him look like trash, and every time your offense get the ball, you're giving it up right away, and you got to go right back out there, That crap is demoralizing, man. That crap is like, come on, man. Our offense literally did not help. We played a great first quarter. Then all of a sudden it went downhill from there. And a lot of that had to do with the offense doing nothing. Couldn't even get a first down. Couldn't even get a first down. Like the defense pumped up like, yeah, get off this field. 13 seconds later, we back up. I just sat down. I ain't even get the cup for the water boy yet. Like 4 times in a row. And then when the defense slipped, everybody was like, Tua didn't give up 40-something points. I don't want to hear that. Check the real narrative of the game.
Yeah, but TD,
check the real narrative.
TD, I'm not trying to make an excuse for any of that.
That's what people say when they about to make an excuse.
No, and I'm not. I'm not. Only thing I'm going to say with our team is this. We were 10-6. The previous year, what were we? 5-11.
Mm-hmm.
I seen a great jump from 2019 to 2020. I also saw a rookie quarterback and a rookie O-line attempt to do something that not many teams can do. When you have that many rookies and first-year players playing on a team, you rarely see them even sniff a playoff. We were at the verge of doing it. And that's the reason why I really believe, at least with Tua, I think we got a good chance, because the good thing that I saw in this, I saw nothing but progression. I saw it wasn't the thing that we wanted, but I saw progression. Everybody want to talk about the QB at San Francisco, San Diego, and they want to talk about Burrows. But I'm sorry, y'all, they weren't playing for nothing. They had nothing to lose. They could sit up and chuck, throw interceptions, and do whatever they wanted to. So what? Big whoop. The Dolphins were playing for something. And I still say this, and you're going to see. Now, I'm going to tell you what, Dolphin fans, and then I'll be quiet and I'll just shut up for the rest of the season. I believe you're going to see almost a 180 when you see the difference between a quarterback who had no offseason and was coming back from an injury, trying to rehab, and an O-line trying to gel, because that's something too. We had 3 rookies trying to gel on an O-line. You can't ask for anything better than what we had going toward the end of the season. I think this year, especially what we got rid of the weak link in Eric Flowers and Karras. They're gone. I also know that we got to build again with our new center, either in Skura or if Dieter, if he comes along and takes a spot and be there. This team is primed to do something. What's going to make the difference is, TD, if we average 4 yards a pop on the run, I'm telling you right now, the Dolphins is going to turn heads, and it's going to be a total 180 over what we saw last year. And everybody's going to be like, I think we fell asleep on the Dolphins. Now, for the fans, we ain't sleep, but I'm telling you, that's going to make the difference. Let's just see what Flores and his staff are going to do, because Studsville wants to run the rock. He wants to run that pig. And when is the best time to start running that pig? November and December, going into the playoffs. Right now, you can throw that ball all over you want to in September and in October, and then mid-part through November. But after Thanksgiving, you better be ready to run. And I'm sorry, the teams that got to the playoffs last year, they were able to run. That's the reason why I can't sit up here. I can't stand here in this talking about, a running back is a dime a dozen. Bull. That's what we saw. That's the reason why we saw 2 Super Bowl winners who had the best running games going into that time, taking care of business. And you better believe it, because the elements are going to play more of a factor than anything else. When you can't throw, you gotta run.
We know we need the running game, Donald. But when you say things like we went from 5 games to 10 games, once again, that context has to be used. Do you remember those 5 games we won?
I do, sir.
Do you remember why we won them?
Yes, I know we had defense, sir. And also
defense. Yeah, but again, without a run game and a trash O-line.
I also
but
know
the
we beat the New England Patriots in New England.
That's right. But the defense is what showed up at the end of the season. And this season, the defense picked up where it left off with even new and improved players and played better. And the O-line actually improved from that year.
That's true.
Those were our
factors. The Patriots, TD, did you know how many yards we ran the ball for?
Yeah, we ran the ball up their throat. I know that.
Yes, indeed. Almost 200 yards in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. No, nobody's debating the run game, but remember, what running backs were doing that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now I understand what you mean by there.
TD, I just want you to know that too.
Man, well, that wasn't Drake. That wasn't Drake. All right. Listen, we are not going to revisit the Drake and Balaj days. That was just a cycle of continued drama. All right. You know what? That started to be worse than it is for Tua now, but Tua, I think, has just crossed that threshold. But anyway, man. But listen.
I think TD was trying to say, Donald, as well. For the type of defense we got right now, it's a championship caliber defense. And you don't want to waste all that talent unless you got a good quarterback to take us to the next level. I'm not saying Tua won't take us to the next level, but I'm saying Aaron Rodgers, we already know he's MVP, he's got a Super Bowl, he's already proven. Mm-hmm. And whatever years he has left, I'm willing to take those years.
That's a chance you take, in which I understand.
But which chance is better? That's what we want to talk about. Which chance is better? See, we always end up on, you could take that chance, but which chance is better?
And TD, I'm not.
No. Answer. You got to answer it, Donald. You got to answer
it. Please understand me. If you pull the trigger for either Aaron Rodgers or for Deshaun Watson, I totally get it. This is business. And I get that. They put us in a better position right now to do it. But I'm still also saying, too, because TD, this is something that you advocated as well.
Uh-huh.
Was Josh Rosen given a fair shot?
No. Well, I think
exactly right. And I'm saying the same thing with Tua. And my thing is, I'm not going to sit up here and say a rookie quarterback who played 9 games, who came off an injury with no training camp or anything else, was supposed to play like an MVP candidate. I wasn't expecting that. I wanted him to do his best, and he did.
I'm going to get you to answer that question, Donald.
Okay. I would pull the trigger. The trigger.
Because that's the better option. That's the better chance you take.
You can do that, and you can do that.
He waffling.
Which one is the better option? Taking a chance on Tua or taking a chance on Rodgers?
And Dwayne and Elder Bruce, y'all got to understand something. I watched the Dolphins since 1969. I remember when Don Shula got hired by the Dolphins. I remember who the quarterback was. And when Bob Greasy got here, Bob Greasy did not take the Miami Dolphins to the Super Bowl.
Sure didn't.
He didn't. And even in 71, when they went the first time, they got whipped by the Dallas Cowboys, 24-3. I remember watching that game. I remember watching that as a 7-year-old. I watched that game. I was ticked. But 72, you know what Don Shula came to the podium and said? He said, I want you to feel every bit of what you feel right now. Because if that don't fuel you for next year, nothing will. And they went undefeated. You talking about Bob Greasy throwing the ball 8 times in the Super Bowl. And he didn't even get them there in 72. That was Earl Morrall. He got them there. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying from this standpoint, it's a team effort all the way around. If Tua can get us there, fine. If he can't get us there, you pull the trigger and you get Aaron Rodgers or you get a Deshaun Watson. I get it. But my expectation for 2020 never was in Tua. It never was.
Okay.
I saw too many other deficiencies on the team.
Absolutely.
The defense was there, but the O wasn't there. And so I sat there and said, okay, I'm not going to put all this on Tua. I'm not. And even when we had Fitzpatrick, no Dolphin thought that Fitzpatrick was going to get us to a playoff and into the Super Bowl. Nobody did. So I wasn't expecting that. I just wanted to see improvement. And what I can honestly say from Tua Tagovailoa, Tua played Kansas City better than New England, Buffalo, and the Jets. Yes, he did. He played them better than the 3 teams in our division against Kansas City. He did.
Listen, he played well at the end of the game. People want to sit here and talk about Tua brought us back and gave us a chance to win. The reason why
I know, because I seen the safety. I'm with you, TD. I understand. I saw those deficiencies. He played like a rookie. That's what he played like.
It's not that. I just hate when people misplace the credit. They act like this defense didn't turn the Chiefs over 4 times.
Oh, I don't want to take away from the defense either. Like I said, it's a total team game. But at the same time, what I did see something from Tua that a lot of people don't talk about is this. He didn't give up. He was a dog in the fight. And regardless of turnovers, getting a safety up, we seen that. That's rookie stuff.
Yeah, people, whenever they place the credit, they want to say that's Tua. Tua brought us back. That defense turned over Mahomes 4 times. If it wasn't for that, we would have lost by 30. Because every single time he was headed to the end zone. But every single time they drove the ball and we got him at the end. Every time.
You brought up the point in that KC game, what the turning point of the game was. The one we just let go today, Bobby McCain. As soon as he left out of there, they went and picked right on Fedulum, and it was over.
Because that game was built for our defense to win us.
Exactly. But I still say this. We are, and like I said, I understand, and I will answer the question. I'm a man. I can fess up to it. Rodgers is a better quarterback right now than Tua Tagovailoa. Deshaun Watson is a better quarterback than Tua Tagovailoa. If they made the trade to go ahead,
it would be the best gamble.
It would be, and I get that. At the same time,
the answer, y'all.
Yes, and so there it is. I say it, but like I would also say too, I'm glad what we have.
I am too.
Where we have, and I think we can go there.
I just want to win one before my lifetime's over. I love 72.
I want 5. I want 5 of them. I want 5 of them.
Yeah.
Y'all can say that all you want. I'm not gonna be greedy. Give me my one.
You know what? I'm gonna say it this way. I want 7 more before I go. So that way, hopefully, we'll have more than the Cowboys, more than the Steelers, and more than Brady. So that's before I go. That's why I want to see 7.
Beggars can't be choosers.
I know. But once you get that one, it's just like you get one.
You give me the one. I'm talking big boy stuff for the rest of my life.
You might get 5 or 6 in a row, man.
That championship hat.
Hey, Elder Bruce Jones, show him the fit, man. Ooh, oh my bad. Drip. Ooh,
look at that. Look at that. See, that was the uniform right there. I just go with the new thing right now, but at the same time, that was the uniform. There you go. Look at that. That's
drip,
sweet,
man. Listen, man, I can't keep us too long tonight. I was supposed to be off like 18 minutes ago.
I love that hat, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Look, TD, you tell the missus thank you for allowing you to come out and play tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna comment. I'm gonna take that L. Hey, but I appreciate y'all coming through. Hopefully, I see y'all again soon, man. Thank y'all so much.
Fins up, baby. Y'all take slow.
All right, man. Everybody, I appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight and coming through here on TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We had about 650 people watching at once at one point. So y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out. Again, shout out to all of the new members to the channel. Let me see how many members did we get today. Today we got, on the first day of membership, we were able to add 17 of our first members to the TD Fans Talk family. Shout out to Debo. Shout out to Chaos. Shout out to Mike, DJJ, Big Time, RVAJ, Jordan Futch, Chef Jew, Vic Coaster, Kelvin Smith, Quint Riddle, JD Diesel, Cap for Life, Tri-NGO, Bo, Dwayne, and Fred Rivera. I appreciate y'all becoming members of the channel. And if you'd like to become a member of the channel, it is on the homepage or at the bottom of the video. All you got to do is hit join and see which level best suits you. I'm going to try to have once a week. I'm going to pick an official day every week where we have a member stream, so that if you are registered under the GOAT status, you'll be allowed to be on the stream. So I think we have 5 GOAT members right now and 12 Pro Bowl members. So welcome to the membership again. I think everybody all pro and beyond, every time I drop a new piece of music, you'll get the exclusive for that. So you'll be able to hear the new music that I make. So that'll be cool. And they got other little perks, so y'all make sure you check it out. But every level, if whatever level you get, you automatically get the levels below that. So just check that out. Good show, TD. Fans up all day, every day, ×3. Appreciate you big time, man. Again, y'all stay blessed. Y'all take care of them fams out there, and I'll catch y'all soon. TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I'm out. Peace.